Hey everybody, HomeSliceHenry here, and in today's video, we are taking a look at some awesome battles. We are taking a look at battles featuring Lick OBSTAGOON in the Open Ultra League. These battles were submitted to me by a friend of the channel and fellow content creator Ike the Bot, who is the absolute master of Go Battle League shorts here on YouTube. So if you haven't checked him out, link will be in the description. And now onto the battles. He's running a team consisting of Venusaur, and he has two Lick users in the back, Snorlax and Lick OBSTAGOON. And he affectionately nicknamed the team Escavalier equals top left because all three of his Pokemon get absolutely destroyed by Escavalier. So without further ado, let's hop into these battles and let's take a look at this fun team in action, and we'll see if Lick OBSTAGOON has any play. Picking up a pretty rough lead here with Origin Form Giratina. Switches to catch what should hopefully be a Shadow Ball. Ooh, beautiful catch that is double resisted. In comes a Shadow Swampert, and Shadow Swampert's just going to be going straight for the Hydro Cannon, and Shadow Swampert does massive damage, which is rough. The Snorlax can overfarm by just a little bit and throws right before that Shadow Swampert does get to a second charge move. Able to get the Body Slam damage off, which is nice, and we'll definitely let this go. The nice thing is Venusaur already has energy, and Venusaur can come back in and commit to the farm down. This should just be a Hydro Cannon, so the Venusaur can totally let this go. That's perfectly fine. Now the Venusaur leaves with a ton of energy, which could potentially be useful later on. And the opponent brings in a Registeel. Very interesting. So this is actually okay alignment, because now the Venusaur doesn't have to face the Giratina Origin, and the Giratina Origin will be lined up with possibly its hardest counter in Lick OBSTAGOON. Oh man, things are looking good here. Able to get off Frenzy Plant after Frenzy Plant, doing huge damage. In comes the Giratina, and in comes the Lick OBSTAGOON. Look at that attack animation. That attack animation for Lick on OBSTAGOON is hilarious. Oh snap, they have Dragon Pulse? Okay, they are no longer hard-walled. I thought that they were going to be running Shadow Ball and Ominous Wind, but they're running double nukes. Very interesting moveset. Definitely needs to shield up the Dragon Pulse there, and now just firing back these Night Slashes and opting to undercharge it. Oh, and the opponent actually decides to no shield. Registeel comes back with energy, and you definitely want to shield this up, as Focus Blast is definitely taking them out. Farming up quite a bit of energy. Can't quite get to two Night Slashes, but the first one should be getting that Registeel very low. Oh, he boosts! Able to farm down because of the boost, and I think the opponent may have just exited the app once they saw that boost. It looks like they did. The opponent just exited the app in frustration. So there you go. Those boosted Licks coming in clutch in the end game. All right, hopping into the next match here. Venusaur into Togekiss. Absolutely amazing lead. They're going to be switching out into a Cresselia. I definitely like the decision to go for the Frenzy Plant chip here, because neither one of his Backmons has a clearly winning matchup, but here he can get some nice chip damage, hop in with the Snorlax, and now Snorlax is going to be able to comfortably handle the Cresselia, even though it's at an energy disadvantage. Oh, unfortunately, Moonblast is able to get the attack debuff. That is very unfortunate, only a 10% chance, so rough that it happened here. Ike is going to be able to fire back with these Body Slams, though. They are stab Body Slams, but they are debuffed. And the opponent switches out into a Togekiss, so good job by the opponent recognizing that the switch clocks were off kilter and that they can now play around the switch clock. Able to switch back into the Venusaur, and let's see if they can... Ooh, opting to go for the Frenzy Plant instead of the Sludge Bomb, so my guess is he's probably going to try and Frenzy Plant and then Vine Whip down. Would be my main guess, because these charms are resisted, so they won't be doing a whole lot. Frenzy Plant landed, committing to the farm down. Can he get there? Oh, able to farm down. Very nice. Very nice. The Cresselia comes back in, probably just to absorb some damage. My guess is they're going to no shield here, and we'll see what's in back. Oh, it's an Empoleon. Okay. Normally, if you had counter OBSTAGOON, this game would be over, but with Lick, this game is not over by any means. So this is one situation where counter may be preferable, but let's see if Ike can play his way out of this. He's able to get both shields, and now you definitely switch. You don't want to give them any extra farm. That Lick animation gets me every time. It's so ridiculous. It's just, oh, and he boosts! Oh my goodness. All right, 2 boosts in 2 matches. How do I get this boost luck? Teach me the secrets. All right, shielding up the second Hydro Cannon, and he's definitely going to be able to outpace here. Oh no, is he going for the lick down? Don't. Oh! He commits to the boosted lick down for the extra disrespect. Oh my goodness. All right, hopping into the next match here, and an OBSTAGOON on the lead. So as you can see, this team is structured like a pretty standard ABB style team where the goal is to bait out the counter user. And so since he's caught the counter user up front, he's definitely going to stay in and try and do as much damage to the OBSTAGOON as possible. First Frenzy Plant coming through, and my guess is he may match shield. So since the OBSTAGOON shielded, he's deciding to match shields. That makes quite a bit of sense. You typically want to let the first Night Slash go in case people haven't played against OBSTAGOON very much, because OBSTAGOON with Night Slash obviously does have the chance to boost, so it's better to no shield a non-boosted Night Slash and save it in case they potentially boost later on. Can survive this Night Slash and able to get off a last Frenzy Plant. Doesn't even have to charge it, because even with that charge, it will take them out. And they have a Cresselia in the back that comes in to farm them down, so he's definitely going to counter with the Snorlax, because both Pokemon do have Lick, of course, but Snorlax isn't going to be taking super effective from the Moonblast, so that's definitely the preferred matchup here. Going for the Body Slam, as Body Slam is going to be Stab, so it's going to be the more energy efficient move to throw. And as you can see, the Lick damage plus the Body Slam really starting to add up on the Cresselia. No attack debuffs this time, which is very nice. As you can see, he's very carefully building up as much energy as possible before throwing. And that's a CMP tie, so very nicely done. And he's just going to let this go. And my guess is we're probably going to see him switch into the OBSTAGOON here and try and farm down. Able to farm down, that's huge. Swampert in the back. Okay, things could get a little tough here. Deciding to let it go, just a Hydro Cannon, he can survive it. All right, is he going for the beam? Oh, Ike, don't do it to him. Don't do it to them. Oh, oh no. Oh, no. Oh, that is dirty. I love it. Oh, my goodness. Hyper beaming him. That poor soul. Hopping into the next match, another OBSTAGOON lead. So we know how he likes to play this out, staying in and letting the first Night Slash go in case the OBSTAGOON boosts. Oh, and they boost. So very good thing that he didn't shield the first one, as now he's going to be able to shield the boosted Night Slashes that come afterwards, which would do a lot more damage. Even though it didn't visually show that the opponent shielded, the opponent did shield that Frenzy Plant. That's just a visual glitch. Again, shout out to Niantic, but as you can see, the opponent only has one shield left. Oh, the opponent lets that Frenzy Plant go. That's actually very useful. We could see a shield here. I definitely like this call, because even if the opponent decides to double shield, you can at least get that aggregate Vine Whip damage, which is very, very useful. Oh, and the opponent lets the boosted Goon go. That is very nice. Talonflame, and he's going to counter switch into the Snorlax. Talonflame builds up to 3, so this could be the Flame Charge or the Brave Bird. It is the Flame Charge. Snorlax firing back with the Body Slam. Of course, the Talonflame does still have a shield, but they don't really have to fear one Body Slam, so they can pretty safely let that go. And this is another Flame Charge, but it is boosted, so it's going to be doing more than the previous one. Able to get the Body Slam off just before the Snorlax goes down. Very nicely done there, and able to get the shield. Okay, things are going to be a little tough. You definitely want to wait your clock here. You bring in the OBSTAGOON. And able to catch onto the Venusaur. Beautiful catch. It's the Brave Bird. Oh my goodness. Absolutely incredible catch. Cresselia in the back, but he's not out of the woods yet. He's going to have to start firing off these Night Slashes. And he boosts. He boosts. How do I get this boost luck? Seriously, Ike, tell me in the comments. How do I get this boost luck? Boosted Night Slash tearing through Cresselia. Moonblast coming through. The Goon can survive it. Is the Goon committing to the farm down here? Not committing to the farm down, and instead opting to go for the Night Slash to take them out, and able to lick down the Talonflame and get an absolutely improbable win. Oh my goodness. Hopping into the next match, picking up an amazing lead versus Clefable. Clefable switches out right away. They bring out an Ampharos, which is a very interesting pick for the Open Ultra League. Typically, you see those more in Premier. Able to get a shield. The Ampharos throwing on 4. This is probably a Dragon Pulse. It is the Dragon Pulse. They survive it, But now that they have a shield advantage, they can bring in Snorlax, because preserving alignment is going to be very important in this game, because you really want their Charmer aligned with your Venusaur and not with your Obstagoon. Again, letting this go, just a Thunder Punch, totally fine there, and able to get off the Body Slam. And Body Slam is going to be doing a nice chunk here. Body Slam does get them very low and able to lick down. Clefable comes back in and able to get off a Body Slam. Can he get to 2? If he can get to 2, that would be huge here. Come on. Able to get to 2. Absolutely phenomenal charge move timing there to ensure that he can get to 2 right before he goes down. And now he's maintained alignment, so he's in a pretty good spot. At this point, you don't even really need a Sludge Bomb. You can just go straight Frenzy Plant, and that takes out the Clefable. They have an Empoleon in the back. So, going for the Frenzy Plant, and then it's going to have a Goon without counter and 2 shields, brings in the Goon. Oh, and they quit! Oh my goodness. My guess is they were probably not expecting a lick Obstagoon. They just saw Obstagoon and quit out before they even saw the fast move. Oh my goodness. So able to clutch up a 5-0. Very nicely done. A 5-0 with an absolutely outrageous meme team with Earthquake, Snorlax, and Lick and Hyper Beam Obstagoon hopping into the second set. Picking up an okay lead here versus Cresselia. It all depends if the Cresselia has Future Sight. If they have Future Sight, this is a lost lead, or if they don't, then it's a 1 lead. Believe that's just a Moonblast. Yep, just a Moonblast. Can safely let that go. As you can see, the Moonblast is resisted. So now he's pretty comfortable with the knowledge that his Venusaur is in a winning position here. Able to catch onto the Snorlax. Very nicely done. So even though it is a 1 lead, he is trying to bait out any counter to a normal type, and they bring out a Swampert. So that tells him that they don't have, let's say, a counter user in the back, or they typically bring that out versus the Snorlax. Going for the Body Slam, again, right before the Swampert gets to their charge move. Body Slam comes through, and they go straight for the Hydro Cannon. And this should hopefully be taking out the Snorlax. They don't undercharge, which is nice, and Venusaur can come back in and commit to the farm down. Just a Hydro Cannon, can definitely let that go. I'll be honest, I had lost count, so I paused for a moment. I was like, I'm pretty sure this is a Hydro Cannon, but I don't want that to end up in a, Ike made a compilation video of HomeSlice not knowing what he was talking about for fun, so I was like, oh man, I'm not trying to end up in a part 2 of the compilation. Registeel in the back, and this is where having counter would be very, very nice. He's going to be able to spam out these Night Slashes. They're able to catch it onto the Cresselia. So very nicely done there. And at this point, you let this go, because a Focus Blast will do more than a Moonblast, or in this case, a Grass Knot. So you don't shield the charge move that you can survive. And then now that Registeel comes in, you have 2 shields for the charge moves that would kill you. They bait with the Flash Cannon. That's totally fine. Oh, he's going for the Disrespect Hyper Beam. Don't do it to him. Don't do it to him. Oh no, they shield it. Oh goodness. This suddenly got a bit trickier since they disrespected the Bad Manners Hyper Beam. Still able to get to the Night Slash though. Night Slash will be getting this Registeel very, very low, and a few more licks takes it out. So even with going for the Disrespect resisted Hyper Beam that was shielded, still able to clutch up the win. Venusaur into Talonflame, absolutely terrible lead. Safe swap into the Snorlax. And they throw, ooh, interesting. So they throw 2 Incinerates and come in with a Clefable. So this could potentially be a Talonflame double Charm team, or I've also seen Talonflame and Charmers as a core with a random third in the back. So we'll have to see which one this ends up being. Body Slam gets it very low, and second Body Slam will be taking it out or getting a shield. It does get the shield, that's very nice. And he decides to not play for Switch, so he's opting for Shield Advantage and Energy Advantage. So he's going to come in with the Venusaur, probably commit to the farm down, and he leaves with a Sludge Bomb, which is crucial, because Sludge Bomb is what he needs to fire back at this Talonflame. And this is going to be doing a solid chunk of damage to the Talonflame, and he gets both shields. It was offset CMP, so he's able to switch into his Obstagoon and catch the Flame Charge, and now it's time for Obstagoon to shine. What do they have in back? They have a Blastoise. Oh no, he's going for the beam. Oh no, he's going for the beam. Oh no, going for the beam. Huge damage onto the Sunglasses Blastoise. And he's probably just going to let this go, I would imagine, and then farm down with Venusaur, get an energy lead on Venusaur, and with 2 shields and a big energy lead, Venusaur should be able to comfortably take this match. Definitely needs to shield with the Flame Charge there, but very, very nice charge move timing again. These battles have had a very nice mechanical precision to them, like they're being played very, very carefully and with optimal timing. So very nicely done. Able to get another win. That's what, 7 or 8 wins in a row with the double lick squad? Good grief. All right, another Cresselia lead. Again, it all depends what move they have. Going straight for the Frenzy Plant. And they opt to let it go. And able to catch onto the Snorlax. Very nicely done, able to get some nice damage onto the Cresselia, and hopefully bait out a response if they have one to a normal type. And they bring out a Swampert, which is not a prototypical response, again, to a normal type, so the OBSTAGOON should be pretty safe in the back. Building up, again, probably not going to get to 2 body slams unless the Swampert extremely overfarms, but able to get to 1, that does a nice chunk of damage, and the opponent does a very nice job of overfarming in this matchup. So very nicely done. The opponent will lead with some extra energy, and they're able to get to a move. Is this the Earthquake? They're very close. Oh, they came just short. So unfortunately couldn't quite get to the Earthquake, and they have a Melmetal in the back. Very, very interesting. So this feels okay in terms of alignment. Melmetal on Venusaur isn't the worst for Venusaur. As you can see, Frenzy Plant is absolutely tearing through Melmetal. And the Rock Slides don't hit too hard. Survives it, Cresselia comes in, and now it's time to bring in the Lick OBSTAGOON. At this point, I feel like you let this go, because Superpower is going to do more than a Moonblast, so you definitely, again, let the move go that you can survive and save the shields for the moves that would kill you. And he's going to be able to start just peppering them with Night Slashes. Night Slash takes them out, and the Melmetal just resigns the match. Very nicely played. All right, hopping into the next match here. Venusaur, Talonflame, another really, really rough lead. So again, instant save swap into the Snorlax, and they're countered with a Cresselia, which is a very interesting counter swap. Because I believe Cresselia does not have a great matchup against Snorlax. It's fairly even, but I believe there's a slight edge to Snorlax, especially with Snorlax having a slight energy advantage. And so maybe they're just hoping for a Moonblast debuff to flip it, because I would imagine if they can get an early debuff, it probably flips the matchup, but without that, Snorlax, just due to the lick damage, is going to be doing quite well. They go for the Moonblast. Again, no debuff, farming up as much as he can and going for the Body Slam. And my guess is they probably let this go because they're going to be losing Switch either way. And now he's flipped Switch, which is absolutely huge. And since he overfarmed, he should be able to get to a Body Slam versus the Talonflame, which he does. Very nicely done. This will be doing a nice chunk to Talonflame. Like a Body Slam, I mean, Talonflame is fairly bulky, but it still does like 25-30%. And he brings in the OBSTAGOON. So he successfully flipped Switch. A Brave Bird that does huge damage. They have a Clefable in the back. Oh my goodness. So flipping Switch was absolutely massive here. And Venusaur just farming up tons of energy. Believe this is just the Meteor Mash. And you definitely want the Venusaur low because you don't want to give the Talonflame a lot of farm. Sludge Bomb takes out the Clefable and able to get off a Sludge Bomb against the Talonflame. And that should be getting the shield. And now it's all up to the OBSTAGOON, just needing to spam out these Night Slashes. If he can get to 2, that should be a good game. Although the Talonflame is boosting their Incinerates in retaliation, so this is going to be a very close match. Of course, they actually no-shielded. And he's going to be able to lick down and take the win. The win streak continues. Oh my goodness. And no Escavalier seen, thank goodness. Another Talonflame lead. Absolutely brutal. But by now we know the drill. Just hop into Snorlax. And again, Swampert in the back. So that's a very interesting pairing that we've seen in quite a few of these battles. Is Talonflame lead, Swampert in the back. More than likely to cover, let's say, if there was like a Regirock or something like that. Because they do make a fairly solid core pairing outside of both of them being fairly weak to a Giratina Altered. Hydro Cannon comes through, is not enough to take out the Snorlax. So Snorlax able to get off a body slam and a shield, although the Swampert, can they farm down? Ooh. They may have been able to, but they chicken out at the last possible moment and throw a Hydro Cannon, but they have a decent amount of energy. Venusaur trying to farm down, unfortunately not quite able to do so before they get to a move. Hydro Cannon though, so they weren't able to get to the Earthquake. Very nice. So he doesn't have Switch, but again, we've seen that he really likes to have an energy advantage and shield advantage rather than Switch advantage. Able to get the last shield, and now OBSTAGOON has a 2-0 shield advantage. Calls it. It's a flame charge. Absolutely massive call, by the way. Holy crap. And now he's going to start shielding these flame charges as they're more boosted. Ooh, opts to not go for the Hyper Beam. Okay. I'm at peace with that. He can't go for the Hyper Beam every time. All right. Another Night Slash that takes them out. What's in the back? It's a Registeel in the back, and this is going to be a little tough. Probably needs a boost to bail him out here because he only has one shield left. Building up as much as possible. Although Venusaur does have some loaded energy. I think Venusaur will probably need what? Oh, I forgot they spent the loaded energy. Oh, this is rough. Because they need 3 Frenzy Plants to KO. And they're going to get outpaced before they get to the 3rd. Going to be able to get to 2 though. So going to be able to fire off 2. But 2 is not quite going to be enough. As you can see, that's one nice thing about Venusaur is even in matchups that are fairly rough, it can still hit back pretty hard. So you can see that gets it very low, but they're not going to be able to Vine Whip down the Registeel, and Flash Cannon is going to be taking out the Venusaur. I believe that was a 9-1 run with Lick OBSTAGOON. What a team. Thank you very much for submitting these battles. Between the Spice with the Lick OBSTAGOON and Hyper Beaming people, these were a lot of fun to take a look at. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't. And a special thank you, as always, to our members here on YouTube. The support you guys provide is absolutely incredible. So thank you guys oh so very much. And until next time, I've been HomeSliceHenry.